guys, it's FatherStack here. I'm here with part 2 of my video Nasties collection. This is the section 2 list. This is a list that wasn't prosecuted. I said in the last video that a bunch of films, they seized them, some of them were prosecuted and you were able to be fined or jailed for them. These are the 33 films that weren't prosecuted, that were dropped from that list. I don't have all of them here. The one I used to have that's missing, which I'll explain it at the end. Since my last video, I've had a few new subscribers, so thank you very much for subscribing. I hope you enjoy my videos, and I'll get on with the list here. The first one here is Lucio Fulci's The Beyond. Number 2 is The Boogeyman, which is a really good film. I really enjoyed The Boogeyman. Cannibal Terror, which I haven't seen, but I've heard not so good things about it. This is the excellent and hilarious Contamination. As you can see, some of them have actually been downgraded because the way the ratings works here, you get 12, you get your U and your PG, that are kind of family friendly films. And you get 12, which is like the PG-13, and you get 15 and 18, which are like your R-rated to NC-17. And most of the ones that were banned were obviously had violence in them, but as you can see, this is now a 15. It's been downgraded for, it doesn't actually tell you, it shows you how controversial it is now. It's been downgraded, the category. This next one is Dead and Buried. This was kind of an unusual one. This is one of the few DVDs I've got actually. The rest are mostly Blu-rays. It's kind of unusual because it's quite a big budget film. Not a big budget, but it was a big studio film. You know, you see my ring light there. But I love that case. It's got that cool slip cover. Yeah. It's a really interesting film. I like it. Yeah, so it was unusual that I had, because it's got like Robert Englund and everything in it. It's an interesting film. Again, this is Toby Hoover's Eaten Alive, also known as Death Trap. Another really good film. I like it. People always find it unusual that films like, you know, Eaten Alive were considered video nasties, and you know, there's no sign of these more famous Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But you know, I would say that's a way more violent film. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is more suggested violence. You don't really see much blood and gore, whereas you do see a little bit more violence like Eaten Alive. This is Deep River Savages, also known as The Man from Deep River. It's kind of a controversial cannibal film. Quite an enjoyable one if it wasn't for all the animal cruelty. Not that I'm a vegan or anything, I just don't like seeing animals killed on screen. One of the most underrated on the list, this one. Don't Go in the House. What is it? Don't Go in the House. Yeah, it's a very slow, very strange, psycho-esque film. It's not what you'd expect. It's got graphic violence in it, but it's just, I can understand people hating this one, but it's one of my favourites. I absolutely love that film. Next is The Infamous, again, The Evil Dead. This was before it was like a big film, you know, it's just like the Salt and the Shells, it's full of gore. It's way more, obviously, it's a little bit more serious than the sequels that came afterwards. Really good film. One of my favourites. And Toby Hooper's The Funhouse, and as you can see again, that one's a 15 for, I can't see it because it's in the camera, for moderate horror, sex, violence and threat. So, you know, a film that was previously almost banned, and now it's like moderate horror, you know. I don't know what, the only reason I can think that one was added to the list is that they got confused with one called Last House on Dead End Street, which is also known as the Cuckoo Clocks of Doom, and it was also known as the Fun House, which is, I think that one's just the Fun House, all one word. Yeah, the Fun House, whereas that was the Fun House, and I think I might have got that one mixed up with that, which shows you the little research these people actually done. Next is Dario Argento's Inferno. I haven't seen this one yet. I've been meaning to watch this one for years. But yeah, it's part 2 of the Mothers trilogy, which started with Suspiria and ended with Mother of Tears. Now, this is an import. This is an Arrow Video import from America. This is Killer Nun. I've done a podcast on this. It's a very amusing film. This is Don't Ride on Late Night Trains, also known as Night Train Murders. It's like a Last House on the Left kind of. They say it's a clone, but I think it stands on its own. I think it is a rape kind of revenge film, but it's got a little twist to it. This one is Mountain of the Cannibal God, also known as Slave of the Cannibal God, or what's the other name for it? Slave of the Cannibal God, Mountain of the Cannibal God, Prisoner of the Cannibal God is the other title for it. And I think you could just put anything, you could put Naked Woman of the Cannibal God on it, Yeah, it's got Stacey Keach in it, Ursula Andress is in it. Again, he stars in these films. I think that was to market it more to English audiences. This is Possession. This is Sam Neill, directed by a Polish guy called Andrzej Zuzulowski or something. Very strange film, very unusual, very kind of art housey, but a lot of people, this will divide people. People will either love it or hate it. But I'm in the love it category. This is The Slayer. This is one I'd wanted to see for years. It's interesting. It's quite a good film. I don't mind it. Next is The Toolbox Murders. Yeah, I can understand why this one kind of offended people. It's quite sleazy. There's a lot of nudity in it. It's done in a kind of sleazy manner. So I really enjoyed it. It was a really good film. Cameron Mitchell's in it. I think he was in was it High Chaparral, the TV series, and then as he got older he went into a lot of roles like he is in this, like a lot of bad guys and sinister like villains and that. I think he's got a part in The Prowler and stuff. I think he's like in a wheelchair in that film. I enjoy that. This is another one I've done a podcast on. Unhinged. Yeah. How long is this film? 76 minutes long. It feels like it's about 206 minutes long. This is a hard one to get through. No idea why this was on the list. If you've seen it, let me know what you thought of it. Yeah, this isn't one of the best. This is another kind of arty one. The Witch Came from the Sea. This is another one that would divide people. It's not your traditional horror film. It's unusual. I quite enjoy it. It is quite slow. It's hard to get through. I don't find it hard to get through. I'd imagine some people will find it hard to get through. But yeah, it's an interesting one, if anything. This is the last one I have, Zombie Creeping Flesh. I've not actually seen this one yet, I don't think. I've seen, what's the one I've seen? Nightmare City. I get them mixed up. I think Nightmare City is on the Section 3 list. As was Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It wasn't on the original two. About 5 years later, I came up with an additional list of films that were, they could seize off yourselves, but they couldn't. It's kind of similar to the Section 2 list. There is a subtle difference between the two, but I can't quite remember what it is off the top of my head. But that's the films I've got. I also meant to mention in the last video, that was 24 films I had. I should have counted them up and say, this is the 24 out of the 39 I had. This is 20 of the 33 I have. I think I've seen a couple of more, but that's all I have. Another thing is, probably tomorrow or the day after, I'm trying to work these videos out in between working, and it's kind of hard to find the time to actually make videos, because I love making videos. It's one thing I keep saying, I'm going to make a video today, it's like, but then I've got work, and when I finish work I go for a walk, and then it's like, no, I have to be in the right state of mind to make a video, because I want to make the best videos possible, because it's what I love doing. I just wish I was able to make more. I want to go back into making my film reviews, and when I've got time I'll go back into it. Tomorrow or the next couple of days I will be making a video on the my purchases over the past 2 months, through February and March, and then a couple of days after that I'll do the pickups that I've bought recently and since I got paid, because there's a beauty I've got coming. I can't wait to show that off. I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. So thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate every single one of you. Thanks a lot. See yous.